All right, guys, these are my top 3 topwater baits. These are my go-tos. We're gonna go through the setups, the line size, the baits, where we throw them, why we throw them. So let's get into it. All right, the first bait that I'm throwing is a Chopo style bait. You like a whopper plopper. I'm really using this bait to cover water. You know, I'm burning down the bank. I got the trolling motor on high. I'm really in search mode. I use this bait everywhere I go when I'm throwing topwaters. It's really efficient and catching a big fish too. So this is my first bait that I'm picking up. I'm gonna run down the bank with it. I'm using the Tactex by Seaguar, 50-pound braid, okay? I don't really have to use a lighter braid. You know, a lot of times we use 20-pound braid, 30-pound braid for topwaters. Not this bait, 50-pound. The line really is not in the water as I'm using this bait. I mean, as you can tell. So it really don't matter about the line size. I want something that that's super strong. I love the way the finish is on this new Tactex braid. And the rod, you know, I use a fast action rod, like a moderate. You know, this is a medium heavy, 7.3 favorite rod. It's a Rush rod. And I use this for all my topwaters. It's really, it's got a good backbone to it. That way when the fish eats it, I can lean into it. I'm just driving that hook. I'm not setting the hook, I'm just leaning into it. So that's the first topwater bait that I always have tied on. Moving down the list, we're going old school. For me, this Head and Super Spook is my go-to, you know, for a walking bait. I throw this on 40-pound Tactex, okay? You gotta keep in mind, the line is in the water with this bait. So I use 40. For me, it really works good. That line, that braid floats on top of the water, and that's my go-to. Now, I'm using this a little bit different, okay? When I get a bite on that Chopo or a whopper plopper style bait, then I'll slow down. This is more, I guess you'd say close corners. You know, I'm pitching this around trees and logs. I mean, I can get really accurate with a walking bait like this. I mean, we can go underneath the trees and just work it slow. That's a totally different presentation, I guess you would say. Same rod, 40-pound Tactex. All right, and now we're going a little bit smaller, a Popar. I'm using this for very close corners, very methodical fishing, okay? I'm getting tactical. I'm still using the Tactex braid, but this is 30-pound, okay? This allows it to walk really well. You know, a lot of guys use a leader for this Popar. I do not. You know, I just tie it straight to the bait. If it's not getting tangled up on the bait, I'm completely fine with it. That's my 3 go-to baits. I use the plopper style bait to cover water, okay? When I get a bite, I'll slow down. I'll move on to the spook, and then I'll get a few bites on that. And then when I really want to clean up and get very methodical, cast it around trees, logs, whatever it is, and a slower presentation, trying to get a bigger bite, I'll go to this Popar. So that's my 3 go-to topwater baits. That's why we throw the line sizes we do. Medium action rod, hope that catches you more fish.